The things I'm going to show you today, they are the things I've used to manage to farm effectively in the soils of semi-arid areas of northern Uganda where I farm from. Oh, Christina, the principal farmer, the real life coach. Because whenever I come here, I just want to see how we can pave ways of creating hunger-free communities, how we can create smiles on people's faces. When you see people annoyed, number one reason could be they haven't eaten. You see me coming here smiling before you. Oh, you just know I'm fine, I've eaten something. So welcome to my channel, Christina the Principal Farmer. I want to show you, if you want to start farming, but you have this soil that you're calling a barren piece of land, an unproductive piece of land, but you have to use it, that is what you have. And you get some food for yourself. You have some food on the table. How are you going to do that? Personally, I started telling you the things I'm going to show you. They are the things I have used to manage to farm. Let me show you a little of my soil, how it looks like. This is my soil. When you check it properly, it's like 50% stones, 50% soil. Like when you try to sieve, most stones are coming on top. So this is the kind of soil that I have at my farm here. That's why I'm like, the things I'm going to show you, they are the things I have used to manage to farm in these semi-arid areas. And I have those beautiful bunches of bananas. I get the beautiful cassava in my farm here. I get the potatoes in my garden here. I get the vegetables. So they are the things I'm going to show you that I've used to make that good food, to get that good food. Number one, you have that kind of soil. You want to improve it. It could be a land that your great-grandfather has been using. Your grandfather also used it. Your father also used it. You're here, the fourth generation like me. Me, I just bought mine. Yes, and I thank God for that. But you want to farm on that land. Number one, use a lot of manures. Manure can change the texture of the soil. It always goes into the soil and it breaks the texture. There is a way it can mix as you're farming. If it is a chicken dung, it can work very well. I made for you a video of the type of manure that I use at the farm here. Please, you have to watch this video, follow it and practice if you have that kind of land, like almost the way mine is. Use that kind of manure. It has worked for me. We took a lot of time to come out with that kind of manure, but the results, they are wow. We are appreciating God for that. There is a lady I talked to over the weekend. I wasn't at the farm, and she told me, I followed this kind of manure the way you're mixing it, but the bananas I've farmed in this eastern patches, in the eastern part, I'm in the northern part of this country, Uganda, East Africa, Africa is where I'm farming from. She was like, people asking me, what exactly are you doing? And I was like, should I tell them the secret? I said, please, freely God gave me this knowledge. You came to learn about it. I taught you how to do it. Give people the idea. So when you get this video, like that manure, how we mixed it, please share it with other people. Share with them. Let people learn how we farm, how we can farm and have a lot of food on the table. So use a lot of manures. If it is the goat's poo, the chicken dung, the animals dung, all those things. The farmyard manures, the composite, use those things to change the texture of your soil. If it is a kind of sandy soil, you'll find the manure which is mixed in it. It is improving your soil. So watch that video, enjoy it, share it with other people, and we farm together properly. Number two, what you're going to do. Do some crop rotation in your gardens. For example, if today you have planted some cassava this side, tomorrow put potatoes. If you have put maize in that same place, the next time you can put some peanuts in that garden. Crop rotation, there is a way it breaks the cycle of some pests, some resistance in the soils. Yes, there are some pests which can resist in the soil, but because of this crop rotation, things can change and you find the soils are getting better with time. So crop rotation is another method that you can use and get better as you're farming. You get good results. So I'm showing you the things I have used. I've shown you the type of soil I have, and people could not believe I could get this kind of bananas. People could not believe I could get this kind of food from these semi-arid areas where I farm from. But it is mission possible, and I'm showing you the things that I have used. Number 3, mulch a lot. For example, if you have harvested corn or maize from somewhere, carry all those residues out of that garden, all those remains, the stems, bring them into another garden and mulch. Like for me, I mulch my bananas so often, and it has really helped me to get quality bananas from this area. I do mulch a lot. Actually, if I've done my mulching, you can feel like having lunch in my garden, just to sit and you're like, let me eat from here, please have my lunch and send it here. Yes, those are my gardens. I give that mulch and you see the place is like a mat. Very clean, very beautiful and nice to look at. So mulch a lot. Get whatever dry grass around, those remains of maize in the garden, bring them back in the gardens and mulch. Don't just throw them away or burning them. Burning, actually, we don't do it here at Eden completely, no. At Eden Rock Farm here, all the grasses, we just dry them, bring them back to the garden. Number 4, what you're going to do. You have started your planting. Your soils are not that performing so well. Please control the weeds. Do your weeding timely as long as you are planted. 3-4 weeks of your crop, start removing the grasses. Let the place remain clean everywhere. Remove the grasses. Do whatever it takes to control the weeds. You'll be able to get that big corn. You'll be able to get that harvest of nuts, the big batches of bananas, because you have controlled the weeds. Weeds always, they don't stay alone. They come with pests which can disturb the crops. They also suck some nutrients from our soils because they also want to survive. Yes, everybody has to eat to survive. All living things, they eat. So even the weeds, they have to eat to survive. Where do you want them to eat from? In your garden, where they have grown from. So control those weeds. You'll be able to farm effectively. The last but not the least, I always save the best for those who watch till the end of my videos. The last. Sometimes farming can be so disturbing, so challenging. Even us at Eden here, there are some challenges we get and we're like, how do we go about this? But in my Bible here, the book of James chapter 1, verse 5, let me show you. Such that you don't say, this woman has words. I don't quote words. They are from the letter of James. It is chapter 1, verse 5. But if any of you lack wisdom, you should pray to God. He will give it to you because God gives generously and graciously to all. Wow. You could be farming, but you don't know what next. You lack the wisdom. What should I do next? Like some people, I saw them, they were bitten by the season. They didn't know the season and they planted the off season. So they didn't harvest anything. So if you lack the wisdom, you need to learn the patterns of farming. Farming is so broad, you cannot learn everything in a day. So I'm also here giving you a few that God has helped me to learn. That's the message I'm giving you. So you could be lacking the wisdom. What should I do? My land is like this. The seasons, I'm not understanding them. What should I do? You lack that wisdom. The letter from James has told us boldly, you need wisdom from God, ask for it. He will generously, graciously give it to all who need it. So God, you need God in this farming sector. Please, it is not for joking around. We need God. So if you need God, what are you going to do? Pray to him. He will give you that wisdom. You'll be able to farm effectively and harvest and get a very good harvest. We love you, family. Stay farming. Subscribe to my channel. We move together. We create very many hunger-free communities. We love you. But above all, stay blessed in the mighty name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Love you.